Okay. Hello. Let me make sure everything's working here.
Hello, the billions of people that are listening.
Hello from around the world. My name's Dondre Rose, and I walk around naked.
Oh my god, I don't know why I'm saying email. I'm disconnected through VPN, so we can't say.
Nice, bro. All right, well, welcome to anyone listening. This is Listen to This While Doing Laundry. We're here to talk about whatever we find interesting. Today, we're going to be talking about the mysterious death of Elisa Lam. But first, a word from our sponsors. I'm just kidding. We're not there yet. So my name's James, and
I'm the leg man.
The leg man. There you go. It is otherwise known as Dondre Elephantis. Now, a child who was born in Africa, raised by elephants.
Why do you remember?
And so first, let's talk about the recent happenings, recent news and stuff before we hop on to the main topic.
So what has been happening in the news?
This just in, they finally got the sentencing down for Bill Cosby, 3 to 10 years in prison.
He's a billion years old. I don't see the point of sending a 900-year-old man to prison.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, is he going to actual prison, like, or is he going to a special prison where there's also other old people like him?
That's not an old man prison. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, they have specialized facilities for a certain
for the criminally old.
like if you're like rich, you know what I mean? Like you see a lot of these.
Those are those type of prisons. I don't think so because he's black. and it wasn't a white collar crime.
Yeah, true.
So I think.
So do you think he's gonna get anally raped then?
Ew.
Just like, oh, you put the booty pop into me. That sounds like a Russian version of him.
I think they need to put him on house arrest.
Yeah.
That makes more logical sense to me.
But I think
he's so scrolled, you're not gonna trot him around.
Yeah, but I think they couldn't do that because then people would be like, "Oh, he got away with it. You know, only house arrest. What the heck?"
Yeah, because that would go for me for any super old person that can take care of themselves, that has the money and the means to take care of themselves. Like, okay, you're going. You know what? I would apply it to any super old person. I'd be like 80 years of age or older. We're not gonna help because so much medical. Went to doctor's appointments every other day.
Hold on, put your phone on silent. It's like cutting you in and out.
You're going on doctor's appointments every other day. You know, you're 9 billion years old.
Let's see, what else is in the news? What else is happening?
Well, Brett Kavanaugh now has 3 women accusing him of sexual misconduct.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up on that at all. What is that? What's going on?
He said allegedly he's a pervert. That's what's going on. One lady said back in high school that him and another guy, they were at a party, and he assaulted her, was pushed up against her, was touching her all over the place, and then when she tried to scream, he put his hand over her mouth. There was another guy in there, I think, and then another woman said that he sexually assaulted her in college. I didn't read the college one.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I don't remember the third. Another lady, but I don't know. I mean, I think some people were saying, well, what guy hasn't done that? I mean, I've never gotten drunk, so I don't know how I would be if I think I'd be really nice.
Yeah, you did that one time, remember?
No.
You drank like half a Bud Light and you were like, whoa, man.
I would never but yeah, so
wait.
I don't know. But
hold on. this just came in. Like this is like, so I'm looking at news from around the world, and this is specifically coming up. Plano reports city's second human case of West Nile virus this year. That's in
Why is
Plano.
that surprising? West Nile is always happening everywhere.
No, but that's where I am right now, you son of a bitch.
There's mosquitoes biting people everywhere.
Listen,
That's why I buy.
just because you were born in Africa and are immune to it doesn't mean everyone is. All right. Oh, Arby's parent company is buying Sonic in $2.3 billion deal.
Oh, great. The
Arby's-
grossest place is buying the second most gross place.
What? Arby's is good.
What the heck?
And also, not to mention, there are sponsors, you idiot.
Fuck Arby's, don't eat there.
I went there actually just this weekend. I got their cheddar roast beef sandwich. It's pretty good with the curly fries.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get AIDS. That's where it comes from, Arby's.
Arby's is the originator, not Ronald Reagan.
Disclaimer: Arby's is not a. Arby's does not grow AIDS in their food products, and then just amounts of.
Okay, what about this? What do you think about this right here? The Earth is wobbling more than it should be, and humans are likely the cause.
Okay, that's the dumbest thing anyone has ever said in their entire life. We can't even move stars or asteroids out of the way, let alone we can control the wobble of the Earth. Stop getting your news from Wikipedia.
Hey, Wikipedia is a credible source.
Yeah, incredible if you're high. That's what the professor said to go do. He's like, oh yeah, check Wikipedia. I was like, this guy is a moron.
Well, nowadays it's actually fairly accurate because they actually list where they get their information from, so you can cross-reference.
Yeah, no one cross-references. People thought Hillary Clinton was part of the Illuminati because of Facebook, but people are gonna cross-check Wikipedia
because of Facebook. Well, that's different. That's just like spreading fake news.
And Wikipedia is not fake news. Everything's 100% correct.
Yeah, I bet you if you went to any of the pages right now and looked at any of the links for the sources, it would be accurate.
Doubt it.
All right, let's do it right now then, you little bitch.
Okay, let's see. Becky with the.
No, I'm already looking this up. I'm already looking it up. So I'm gonna look up USA, the history of the United States. All right. So let's go to the bottom here where it lists the sources. So let's see. The first one, George McKenna, 2007. What is this? Oh, Biblioteca. Okay, I guess that. Holy shit, they have way too many on this page. Okay, I guess I need to search for something smaller. Hold on. God damn. Okay, what's something small?
You mean besides?
Let's look up the what's that that movie? You know that one movie with the people in it?
Oh, I say. How about Lay's potato chips?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Lay's.
I'm on the same page.
Okay.
All right. So I guess the Lay's is the company's primary brand, with the exception of limited markets where other brand names are used, like Walker's in the UK and Ireland, Smith's in Australia, Chipsy in Egypt. Let's look at that. This is the first reference that's coming up. Chipsy in Egypt. Yeah, let's see their actual website. Chipsy Egypt, whatever that is. Anyways, point being, you'd have to search for a long time to find an inaccurate source on here.
Wait. Hold on there, Slick.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on there, Slickaroo. Okay, so a Lay's barbecue chip contains 270 calories, 70 grams of fat, 270 grams of sodium, and 15% vitamin C. Okay, so vitamin C, it only has 10%. Sodium, 150. So this is nutrition under nutrition information. Once again, I've been vindicated because I'm.
What? What are you talking about? They probably read that off the back of the bag.
Yeah, on the website right now, this is what's correct.
What does it say?
Well, once again, Wikipedia has failed. But it's who the? It doesn't even tell you who edited it.
Well, well, you can't just say something is fake. You have to give proof. What are you reading this at?
Under nutritional information.
Yeah, I see that on Wikipedia, but where do you see the correct information?
If you Google Lay's barbecue chips,
not Google. Go to their actual website.
You pull up the Lay's Frito-Lay or whatever website, and you can look under Lay's barbecue chips. And you put on nutritional facts or whatever nutrition facts, it tells you it.
What's it say?
It's I just closed it, but
well, you didn't read it before. It's not like I can read your mind.
It said, well, vitamin C is only 10%. That says 15%.
What was the serving?
50 grams.
50
1
grams
ounce,
serving.
28 grams has 1 ounce, 28 gram serving of Lay's regular potato chips is 160 calorie and 15 grams of fat. So you can pull up that one and see if that's correct too.
Well, that's a different gram serving. You said 28 grams.
That's 1 ounce. How many ounces are in the bag?
Yeah, but on Wikipedia it says 50 gram serving.
Yeah, so their numbers are huge. Then 50. Okay, so
I'm sure if you calculated it to 50
there's
grams.
There's 228 grams in one bag. I'm using the kettle chip bag, which is incorrect, but we can say. Let's use as a reference. Let's just get the proportions. 226.8. And then what's on there? We have fat. 8 grams of fat per. Oh wait, did I write that by 8?
Oh my god.
It's gonna be 28. So it'd be 28. It'd be 1 serving. Okay, so 28 would equal 8G. So yeah, 28. It says 10 grams of fat. Okay, we got it down. Let's pull it down. Let's pull up Frito-Lay. Lay's regular chips. Nutritional. 28. Okay, yeah, there it is. 28. Okay. And it says, oh, wait, I think that one's actually right. 160 calories. Yeah. 10 fat. Yeah, it's 1 gram of saturated fat. 1.5 grams of saturated fat. Ooh, that's wrong. 7 to 8 grams of fat. Kettle chips. Yeah, this one has 8 exactly.
Were you looking at kettle chips, or I thought you were looking at barbecue?
I did both. I looked up the regular one. The regular one's right, except for the saturated fat. It says it only has 1 gram, but per Frito-Lay themselves, it has 1.5.
Oh, so it's slightly off.
And then for the kettle chips, it has 7 to 8 grams of fat. And that's correct. And it's off by saturated fat again. And calories, it's off by 10 calories. It says 140 calories to 150 calories.
Well, there you go.
This is wrong. See, so look, you try to plan your diet and you're already fucked up.
This is wrong just because that stuff is actually hard to actually calculate.
Not. It's quite easy. It's on the website. So now we're making excuses for Frito-Lay. I mean, for Frito-Lay. For Wikipedia authors.
I'm saying,
where do you draw the line?
No, I'm saying in general. Like anyone calculating, like if you're a company, you have to, calculate the actual.
So you're saying that Frito-Lay is wrong, and the people who wrote the Wikipedia, the entries are actually right?
Well, yeah, because they always change things. They always change the ingredients. So this may not be updated, for all we know.
So you're going to use outdated information.
Because each bag doesn't contain the exact amount of chips as every other bag. So it could be,
That's why we broke it down by grams. So the proportions would still be the same for either bag, for the extra large or for the small bag, family size or party size, because we broke it down by proportions. So the question now is, now that we've proved, no,
that still doesn't make any sense. One bag could have 1 extra chip, so it could drastically change that.
It's not going to drastically change. That's what I said. We broke it down by proportion wise. So just the proportions are not going to change. The proportion of salt to chips is not going to change if you have a small bag of chips or a large bag of chips. So the proportions are always going to be the same. So if you're baking a cake, how much salt or how much sugar you use is still going to be still in proportion to the size of the cake. So you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So if you're making a small cake and you're
that makes sense if you're filling it, but this is like an empty bag, but any amount of chips can be in there.
That's why they weigh it. That's why each bag has a certain weight to it.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when it's that light, though, it could have an extra chip in there. They're not all going to have the exact same amount.
You're saying they don't use a precise a scale to weigh the bags of chips.
Yeah,
because I don't.
No. They do, but the chips are so light. Because I bet you, if we ran an experiment where we opened 5 and counted, I guess that would be impossible because there's crumbs in there. But you know what I mean? If they had.
That's why it's weighed. Some chips are larger than some chips are larger than the other chips. That's why it's weighed. So the overall weight of each bag, whether it's for the party size, the family size, or the snack size, like they weigh the bag. So that's
right.
What tells you
but there's still going to be different amount of chips in there, because when you look at
that's what I'm saying, that's irrelevant. So
no, it's not, because like you can tell that they probably don't weigh each individual bag, because whenever you got the Dr. Pepper, the empty can, why did they send that out if it's empty?
I don't know. Someone fucked up on that one.
It's not perfect. They probably fuck up on the chip bags too. That's what I'm saying. It could be like vastly different.
Okay.
If they put an extra chip in there.
I wouldn't say vastly different, because one chip is not going to do.
So not vastly different, but different enough to where, just like I would
say percent of error would probably be 1 or 2% at the most, because this is a company that's here to make money. So they would not be giving you more chips. They would most likely be giving you less chips.
Right.
So
well, that's
I would
true.
say it's 1 to 2%, but 1 to 2% is not going to make up for, on the website, being off by 10 calories or 0.5% of trans fat.
I mean, it could be. Is that 1%?
No.
Is that 1% difference?
No. One chip doesn't equal 10. One chip doesn't equal 10 calories. Or 2 chips doesn't equal 10 calories.
What's the total calories? You said 150? Or in that...
160 per 28 grams, about 15 chips. And there are 15. So we can do the math. So there's 15. How many? There's 15 servings per container. So 28. Wait, right? Why am I getting confused? Why am I confusing myself? Okay, 15. Okay, God, I'm like, why am I confusing myself? 15 times 15 is 225 chips.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 225 chips, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we can even 15 chips is 160 calories. So you can 160 divided by 15, which is what? Divided by 15.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Are you using that old ass calculator?
Yes, of course. Oh, well, maybe I misspoke. I will admit when I'm wrong. Maybe I misspoke. About 15 chips is 160 calories. So that's about 10.6 calories per chip.
So this isn't a good, I guess, reference because it could have varying amounts, slightly varying amounts.
So I guess it could, but like I said, they're into big business, so they're probably giving you less than more.
Well, that's true. I mean, did you hear about those students in South Korea who it was like a little protest that they did where they gathered a bunch of their chips because they're chip bags because they're so filled with air and they made a raft with their bags. But yeah, because that's been a problem with a lot of the I guess companies that have that sell chips. It's like half the bag is air, and they always say it's because of one reason or the other, but it's like they could fill it more. I mean, I don't know why they don't. But anyway, so that got derailed. So that was that was supposed to be the news. So, but there wasn't much to talk about. So, anyhow, so
I think there's 10 calories per chip. It's worth every single bite.
Yeah. There's a lot in them. So, I guess moving on to the main topic. Talking about the mysterious death of Elisa Lam. So you said you have or haven't heard about
I've seen this video multiple times.
You have seen it?
Yes, I think Ted Cruz murdered her.
The Zodiac killer?
Yeah, that's my vote.
So
I think it's fake news.
She was actually my age, born April 30th, 1991. So for those who don't know, Elisa Lam was found murdered. I guess, well, they don't know if it was murder. So that's where the mystery lies. We don't know what happened to her, if it was murder or suicide or what. But she was found dead inside of a water tank on top of a hotel. And the only reason why people found her in there was because people that were staying at the hotel were complaining that there was an odd taste to the water. So, and that's when they found her, when they went to go check in the water tanks. So pretty gruesome. And in the video, that is, I believe the video is on the same day of when she died. You can see her go into the elevator, and she's like acting very strange. She's like looking around as if someone's chasing her, but there's no one else in the video. It's only her. And it's actually interesting if you actually look further into it, because there's a you can see in the video in the bottom right corner there's a timestamp. Most surveillance footage, they have that timestamp, like the time, the date,
Like a timestamp?
Yeah, like a timestamp.
Okay, good, because I've only been alive for like 27 years, so I didn't know what that.
I'm just checking. So yeah, this timestamp, it's very, in parts of it, people are claiming that parts of it are edited, like the timestamp itself. People are saying that some of it is very wonky, like it either pauses or it reverses. So it's a very, very weird video.
So what do you think happened?
I think she was being chased, or I think she was murdered, because
By who? Or is it by who?
yeah, that's the question, by who? Yeah, it's just weird. So because going up to the rooftop, it's a fire exit. And I'm not sure if it was in working order or not, but to get to the roof, you had to go through that door, and if you open it, usually fire exits, an alarm will go off. So the question is, was the alarm working? And if it was working, that means someone had, probably someone who worked there, could open it, without having the alarm sound. Because they know how to, if they work there, they know how to turn off. So the question is, if she was murdered, was it by someone that works there? Or was the fire alarm just not working?
Shit happens. People get murdered all. Why is this one mysterious? Because they really weren't able to see the murder on camera. People get murdered all the time.
This one was mysterious because if you watch the video of how strangely she's acting, it's.
Oh, versus all the people who act calmly and rationally when they're about to be murdered.
Well, that's the thing is, you don't see anyone else in the surveillance tape, and she's acting like she's talking to someone. She's like peeking out at the elevator, and no one's there. It's just. It's very strange.
Maybe she killed herself. People are weird.
And that's also another thing. Like, people are questioning whether she had the strength to open that, because it took, I believe, a few people to open up that lid.
A few Chinese people.
What?
A few Asian people.
No, I don't know. I don't know what their ethnicity was, but.
You're racist.
What? What are you talking about? Okay, weirdo, just calling everyone Chinese people. What? Who said anything about that?
I'm not the racist one here.
You tell me.
Okay, so yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it took a couple of people to lift off the lid from the water tank, from the water tower on top of the hotel, and that's where they found her. And let me actually look that up, because I think during the autopsy, I don't know if they found like any trace of drugs or anything. Oh, and you know what was also very weird? So before her death, I think it was before her death. Yeah, it was before her death. There was a movie that came out where almost her exact everything that happened to her was in the movie. Like, people in this movie, people were staying in a hotel. They complained about a weird taste in the water, and it turned out there was a dead person in the water tank.
There's always a dead person in the water tank.
What are you shut up. And then also the elevator was acting very weird, just like in the video. So it's actually very, very weird. Like, was she, like, if she did kill herself, was she reenacting the movie for some reason?
Okay. I think there's a much more logical. Some psycho killed her, and that's the end of the story.
But why? Who was the psycho killer?
Listen, truth is stranger than fiction because fiction has to make sense. Truth doesn't. People do crazy bullshit things all the time. Trademark.
Okay, so let me read this to you. Let me read this to you. So during the investigation. The investigation had determined how Miss Elisa Lam died, but did not offer an explanation as to how she got in the tank in the first place. Doors and stairs that access the hotel's roof are locked, with only staff having the passcodes and keys, and any attempt to force them open would have triggered an alarm. However, the hotel's fire escape could have allowed her to bypass those security measures if she or someone who might have accompanied her there had known. A video made by okay, I don't know why this is relevant, but they say a video made by a Chinese user after Lam's death.
Oh, why Chinese?
Yeah, I don't know why that's important.
Racist?
A video made by a Chinese user after Lam's death and posted to the internet showed that the hotel's roof was easily accessible via the fire escape, and that 2 of the lids of the water tank were open. Oh, so these tanks were already open.
Yes, clearly. Plus, I've seen the movie The Ring, and that woman threw her daughter in the well and put the giant stone top back on top of it.
What?
During The Ring, remember the movie The Ring, when that woman killed her child and threw her in the well? And then
was it a stone top? I thought it was made of wood.
Well, whatever. It was heavy. I'm sure it was made out of... That's wrong.
If it was made of wood, it's easily movable.
These are probably made out of plastic.
Yeah, no. So apart from the question of how she got on the roof, others asked if she could have gone into the tank by herself. All 4 tanks are 4 by 8 feet. They're cylindrical shaped, propped up on concrete blocks. There is no fixed access to them, and hotel workers had to use a ladder to look at the water. They are protected by heavy lids that would be difficult to replace from within. Police dogs that searched through the hotel for Lam, even on the roof, shortly after her disappearance was noted, did not find any trace of her. Yeah, did not find any trace of her. Oh, so even the dogs couldn't find any scent of her. That's weird.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
Let's see. Then it says, theories about Lam's behavior in the elevator video did not stop with her death. Some argued that she was attempting to hide from a pursuer, which could have been the case. And others say that she was merely frustrated with the elevator's apparent malfunction. And some are saying that she was under the influence of some drugs.
And she got really mad and the staff killed her. They didn't want any bad Yelp reviews.
Exactly. But yeah, in the video, that could explain part of it, because it looks like she's like talking to herself, like waving her hands around, but it could be like she's pissed at the elevator and she's yelling like, "Work, motherfucker!"
No one's ever said that to an outlet.
I do that all the time. I yell at the technology shit when it doesn't work.
She kept. I don't know. I don't think anything weird happened to.
No, but the video is like so weird. Why is she like? So it can't be just. So she goes in, she presses all the buttons for whatever reason, and then she keeps looking out like quickly, like she pokes her head out very quickly and then goes back in, like as if she's expecting.
People get paranoid all the time. The things that scare people as children still scare them as adults.
It doesn't explain it though. So paranoia. I mean, there's no way. Because, like, all her friends and family, I think they said that she was I think maybe she was on drugs. I mean, that's maybe why she was acting like that.
I don't know. What drug business is big there? And her part up in that part.
Well, it's California, so a lot of the cartels are there, so it could be anything.
This is in California?
Was it? Was it not?
I thought it was in some third world country.
Yeah, it was in downtown Los Angeles.
Someone was murdered in downtown Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Well, that's not shocking. If you make it out alive in downtown Los Angeles, that's...
I think you're thinking of Chicago.
I've been to Chicago. I felt safe in Chicago.
No, you're dead. You're not the real you. I know the truth.
The heck? someone came back that fat like me too.
All right. So, so
what is with all these freaking stupid shows? They always have to be superhero based. Like, can no one just have a show anymore?
So getting back to the main topic, looking at the autopsy report, the conclusions have also been questioned. For instance, it does not say what the results... Oh, so they're testing to see if she was possibly raped. It said it does not say what the results of the rape kit and fingernail kit were, or even if they were processed. It also records a subcutaneous pooling of blood in Lam's anal area. So maybe she was sexually assaulted, which some observers suggested was a sign of sexual abuse. However, one pathologist has noted it could also have resulted from bloating in the corpse of the body's decomposition, and her rectum was also prolapsed. And it seems the also the coroners that were doing the autopsy, they were questioning whether she was... I guess they couldn't decide. They couldn't tell if it was murder or suicide or what.
Oh, I know. It's very simple. She was either murdered or she killed herself. What other possibilities are there?
Well, yeah, no, duh, it's those two options.
An alien race came down and stuffed her.
Also, this hotel has been the apparent sighting of multiple ghosts and hauntings, because the hotel was actually the place of a serial killer. A serial killer stayed there for a couple weeks and murdered several people.
Sounds like a dream.
So, who knows? Maybe she was being haunted by the serial killer and she was trying to run from him. And that's why it doesn't show on the video, because he's a ghost.
Ghosts show up on video. Okay.
Sometimes.
Everyone knows that. Vampires you can't see in mirrors.
Remember that time we went to, what was it called? The Myrtle's Haunted Plantation?
Oh my god, I remember that barbecue too. So like that had that corn pudding. Ugh. We should go back.
And remember what happened? We brought the Ouija board and you were possessed and you kept trying to open the curtains in the room.
I don't think that's what happened.
Yeah, you were like, I'm possessed. I need to open these curtains at night. And I kept closing them because I was like, you psycho, a murderer is going to see us in here.
Oh my gosh. I feel 10 billion things to do.
So, what's your explanation? What do you think?
I told you my explanation.
No. What do you think? Do you think she was murdered or suicide or what?
She was probably murdered. This is what people do. They murder.
Okay, but who was she murdered by?
I don't know her. I don't know her life story. Most murders already.
Listen, if you're gonna be a future detective, you need to get your shit together. All right.
Most people are killed by people that they know. After that, it's just random. Like that girl in DC who was just walking and got stabbed in the fucking neck for no reason.
Your powers of observation are astounding.
That's
either you're killed by someone you know or not.
Exactly. So watch out.
Wow. Either you die or you live. That's it. like imagine you in the fucking criminal investigation. What happened here, investigator? Well, he died. It's like, yes, and she was either killed by someone she knew or someone random.
That's what it's all about. So there is nothing for me to think about other than like she probably should have chosen better friends or associate with herself with better people, or she should carry a knife or a taser or not travel alone at night. Mother. But you know, you can't save everybody. Someone has to die. I mean, someone got promoted at her job or something, I'm sure.
Hold on, I'm turning all this fucking shit off. It's annoying. Oh my god. Stop. Okay, Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking Discord's annoying. All these sounds on, all these notifications. Alright. But yeah, no, I think it's just it's such a weird situation. Like watching the video, how she acts. I think for me, I think she was either being chased or maybe a combination of drugs, whether illegal or legal, led her to go crazy. And she thought someone was trying to get her, and she tried to, for some reason, escape into and hide in the water tank, maybe. Yeah, but that's kind of interesting that they said that the water tank was already partially open. What's even stranger is that movie that had like almost the exact same situation that she was in. Like a very weird elevator that didn't work. Dead person found in
elevators don't work.
In the water tank.
All elevators are shitty. They go slow. They stop. You can't. The open or closed door button doesn't work. They're all fucked up. Oh, fuck you, Otis Elevator. Do you know any other elevator company that I'm forgetting?
So, but yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying is like this one was acting very, not like a, well, I guess it was acting that way because she pressed all the buttons. So that may have been it, but it was, yeah, it's such a weird video. I don't know. I have like a weird feeling about it. I feel like it's not so cut and dry.
I felt nothing. I felt that it was very cut and dry. I gave my two things that could have happened to her.
Yeah, which was complete garbage. It doesn't make, you've literally made no progress with it. Like you're like, either she was killed or she wasn't.
That's how it was. She this I don't know. That's all. I'm not concerned or amazed. I don't feel anything. I feel like shit happens because there's fucking weirdos in this world. And she probably just met one of them.
Exactly, and that's what we're here to talk about. That's what this cast is about. You goddamn buffoon.
Well, that's how I feel about it. She was probably murdered by someone she knew. Why was she at the hotel?
Yeah, I don't know why she was there.
Maybe it was a drug deal gone bad.
I mean that could describe why she was acting that way. Maybe she took something. So the body,
it was a trap house, and she refused to get naked because they have to, when you cut up the dope, they make the girls, in their panties and bras, and she didn't want to do that because she thought it was sexist.
Yeah, they do that to make sure they don't steal anything.
Right? They're like, you don't do that to the men, so why do I have to do it? So then she was like, I'm out of here, and I'm calling cops.
What also is very weird is this. So this happened in 2013, and there's, well, as far as we can see, maybe they haven't released it, but there's no other surveillance footage, which is weird. Like, shouldn't there be surveillance footage of like maybe the front desk?
I told you, it's because it's Ted Cruz. He got all of this taken care of.
Okay, be serious for a second, you goddamn buffoon. All right,
Fine.
So
it was Mark Cuban. He isn't a Thunderall.
Fuck.
He's just running through.
No. His alibi is on that day he was coaching the Mavericks. He was talking to Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki verified at that exact moment he was talking to him. So that's his alibi.
Dirk is a vampire.
tall tall basketball playing vampire.
Exactly. You never see him in the daytime. He only comes out at night. He doesn't do any endorsement deals because he's 1 billion years old. He doesn't.
All right, so that explains why he's playing so long and so good, even at this age. His supposed age.
He's a vampire. I'm sure of it.
So
100% fat.
But yeah, I mean, maybe because of the investigation, they just haven't released any other footage. But you would think there would be surveillance of either the front desk or maybe the front of the building. You could possibly see, someone following her or that's accompanied her.
Who knows? She also could have been working for the company.
What company?
The company. You don't know what the company means?
What, Alphabet?
It means the CIA. You're a lunatic.
What?
The company. She could have been working for the company, and they got the outside, footage before the regular police. Whatever.
What was she doing working for the company?
I don't know. What are you talking about? And
what are you talking about?
My building in Fort Worth. It's like one of their offices are there. They have like analysts and all kinds. They don't just have spies that are like James Bond. They actually have everyday people doing regular everyday shit. Yeah, someone has to approve the expense reports. They have regular people doing regular stuff.
Yeah, but that's what they want you to think. That's what I mean. They're not going to say, "Oh, I'm a spy." They're going to tell you they're a fucking analyst. You idiot.
No, you can go to the website and apply for the jobs. What are you talking about? Everyone works for the CIA is a spy. Like everyone who works for the FBI is an agent.
That's false. Everyone who works at the CIA is an undercover spy. Everyone that works for the FBI is an agent. But no, but that's the thing. Like they say analysts, but what are they analyzing? I mean, they analyze.
That's confidential.
Exactly.
Talking to someone's. Well, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So she could have been doing things, and someone needed to silence her. Or who knows? Or like I said, it probably just some random person.
So exactly, if she needed to be silenced, that means she was in something deep, right? That means she had to have been something like a spy, or maybe she had access to something.
90% of the time, it's because of money. The people want to keep their revenue streams going. So they're going to lose millions because something's going to come out. They want a person gone. So they want to lose millions. It's usually always about money. It's nothing deep or big. Like, there's aliens on the dark side of the moon. There's nothing like that.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would they kill her? How would they get money from that?
No, to save their money. To save whatever they're doing.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Save money. Like, if we kill this person, we save $5. What do you mean?
I don't think that kills one over $5. Let's say she's, I don't know. Let's say she's, I don't know, tracking. I don't know. Let's say she's tracking art theft throughout the world because it's used to launder money for terrorist groups.
That's some deep shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant deep, like, because you're insane. I thought you meant deep, like alien deep.
No, I'm not you. I don't believe in that, all right? You conspiracy theorist.
What the heck? I think it's like opposite of a conspiracy theorist. The heck? So, yeah. So that's what I mean. So then they're like, well, they have someone, in the government that lets them know when shit's about to go, shit's going on. Mm-hmm. So they're like, well, we silence her. They'll stop her thing and we can, I don't know, get the other person to delete the information, whatever. I think that's highly unlikely, but I think that's one of the many billion possibilities.
So here's also something else. So the hotel staff who stated that they saw her that day said that she was alone.
Okay, a lot of people go to hotels alone. What?
Well, so then she wasn't with someone. And someone wasn't following her as far as they could tell.
Listen, I worked at an extended stay hotel place at the front desk. There's some freakos. People always come in there alone. People bring prostitutes in. There's some weird things going on in hotels. And
that's also weird that they were unable to the canines from the the police, they were unable to detect her scent whatsoever.
I don't know about that. I don't know how that. Maybe their dogs aren't trained.
Yeah, we don't know, but still, I mean, if she was staying there, her scent's gonna. Well, actually, did they? I wonder if they. Oh, let me see. So she.
Oh my god.
Disappeared. So her body wasn't discovered for looks like a month after she disappeared. So that's actually a significant amount of time. So they probably changed the sheets, cleaned the rooms. That's probably why the dogs didn't find anything, because it's too long of a time. If it was like the next day, it would be weird if they didn't find a scent.
Yeah.
Still, what's very weird is the autopsy is just, I don't know, everything about this is just weird. How there's no surveillance. It doesn't show anyone following her. It doesn't show how she got to the roof. It doesn't show if she went by herself or if she was being chased. It doesn't.
Oh my god, this is so crazy, because let's say there wasn't surveillance footage at all and they found a body on the roof.
Yeah.
It would just be she probably snuck up there to go smoke or whatever, do everything she'd like to do on the roof, and then someone murdered her or whatever. But it's only a mystery because you can only see one small instant of a whole situation. So it's not really a mystery. It is a mystery. It's not like disturbing. It's only disturbing because you're only able to see a small instant of a situation, and then you know the overall ending. That's what makes it oh, that's disturbing. Otherwise,
no. It's you're treating this as if this is normal when it's not, because in the video when she's in the elevator, you don't see normal people acting like that.
That's what I'm saying. My point is, you're only seeing a small instant of an overall situation. So
right.
You're seeing the instant where she's freaking out or behaving erratically, and you don't
right.
have the entire content of the situation. So
right.
You're like, well, that's weird. That's crazy. There's something. I don't know. I can't say the word. What's that role? What's that movie that Angelina?
What?
Stuff. That movie with Angelina Jolie and she had like the horns, like Maleficent. There's something Maleficent. There's evil that needs to be put asunder or something crazy shit like that. When no, because when you watch a video, like all those like prank videos where people are like dressed up like clowns, they're gonna kill someone, pretty like they're gonna kill someone, and those people are like behaving crazy, like hitting things. You're like, what the fuck's going on? If you only saw one small instant of that, and then you just know the ending that person died, but you was a clown chasing them, you know what else was going on, you'd be like, oh, there's something suspect about this. I think she's into something deep. I think there's something else going. Like, no, probably what happened was she was murdered, most likely by someone she knows, then by someone she doesn't.
So you just describe the reason that we're talking about the cast is because it's mysterious, it's unknown. So what you're describing isn't mysterious or unknown. The killer clown phrase that happened, that wasn't mysterious. It's just a bunch of assholes running around trying to scare people.
That's my point. So I'm saying, if you in those prank videos, when you see the clown going towards the person knows the clown from far, they're like, what the fuck? And the clown starts chasing them, and that person starts crazy and screaming and running. Or if they're on an elevator, they start like pushing buttons like dramatically, trying to get the door to close. Now, if you only saw a small fragment of that, like if you didn't see the whole video, you didn't know there was a clown in the background, you didn't know that, this is the whole prank. If you only saw a small fragment of that person just going crazy, just staying in the street, then going batshit crazy, staying in an elevator, pushing buttons erratically, and you didn't know the rest of the thing, you would say the same thing. You're like, and then that person died. So that person died and ended up, whatever, in the bathtub full of ice or something. And you're like, what the fuck? There's something suspect like going on here. There's something crazy going on here, when in reality, there is a clown over here that you just didn't know about. So that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
I
no,
don't
no, no.
think
That would
it's-
that
I
would
don't
be a
think it's-
completely different situation, and they wouldn't
Oh
be
my God.
No, they wouldn't be acting the same way. If someone's running from a killer, you can tell. But in this video, it's very, very different.
She's calm
So-
at first, and then she goes crazy.
No, the whole time she's pretty much out of her mind, it looks like. But she goes in there and presses every button. If someone's trying to get away, they don't press every button. They press close that goddamn elevator door. So what you're describing is like just a cut and dry situation. It wouldn't be the same. It would be easy. Like she died from fucking knife wounds.
Okay, then
you know?
let's go with another example. That example was too basic. Let's say in the parking garage, it's late at night. It's like you work the night shift. You know, whatever. You're the cleaning crew. You have to go into the building. It's 8 o'clock at night. It's dark. There's a few lights in the parking garage. So you're walking. I think you hear something, but you're like, I'm not going to look around because I'm just going to continue walking to the elevator. You press the button. You wait for the elevator. You think you're still hearing like noises, so you start looking back. But look around. You think you're just paranoid. You get into the elevator. You press 1, but the elevator stalls, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You press it again, and then you think you hear something for sure. So you peep out the elevator, you're like, okay, I don't know what the hell's going on. And then you start panicking because, like I said, the same thing that scares us as kids still scares us as adults. And so you start pressing more buttons, and the elevator's still not closing because there's usually a delay or whatever, because you're sitting and the power is splurging. Like Dallas doesn't have a constant power stream. It flickers on and off. So something like that. And so you start panicking, and then that person is found dead in the office, dressed up as, I don't know. Someone put them in a tutu, whatever. And so let's say you only see the part where the person then starts, you see the part where the person's calm in the elevator and then starts pressing like all the buttons. But what you don't know is they're just going into paranoia. They think someone's following them. They think something weird is going on. It's like you can't say something's weird because you see a small moment of an entire situation.
Okay, well, that's true to a point, but what I'm saying is if you actually watch this is a 5-minute video. I mean,
that's not a long time relative to what happened beforehand and what happened to after the elevator, or what after the 5-minute mark. So you can't say that it's 5 minutes. So that's enough time. So something definitely suspect has to be going on. You need to know
it is
what happened.
That's exactly why something suspect is going on, because if you're being chased, you aren't going to stay in an elevator that's not working for 5 minutes. You see what I'm saying?
Unless the stairs are more dangerous, or the killer's just doing that creepy killer whistle while they're walking. Like Freddy doesn't run. Well, he did run sometimes, but he likes to hit his little nails on the pipes and stuff. Like dun, 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 walking.
Yeah,
like, hey.
that's not gonna happen. So that's even less believable than what we're talking about. All right.
Oh, that's less believable.
That is less believable. You psycho. Only you would do that. You weirdo.
There can't be a killer who likes to play with his prey before he kills them.
And that's also the other thing is what's weird is about what. I'm not saying that it's something like out of this world, but I'm just saying it is weird the way this person is acting for 5 minutes in the elevator.
No. I worked at a hospital for quite some time. People are freaks.
But that's the thing is this person was normal, like friends and family, and even the people that she talked to at the hotel, and she also went to like a bookstore. They were talking to her. She was normal, and so what would cause her?
That doesn't mean you don't have psychotic breaks. Because people say you're normal doesn't mean you're psycho. Everyone who keeps children in the bottom of their basement, all their neighbors and friends say, I would have never suspected, because you're one thing one day doesn't. It's okay.
That's also something different that you can't make a connection to this, because that's different. That's a serial killer or someone keeping someone in their basement versus this is a truly normal person who started acting erratically. That's the reason.
That's my.
So was
My point is also when I'm worked at the hospital inside of the ED, and then also at the mental facility next door. When they would bring people in, they've never had problems before. Things just happen, and if you're going paranoid because you think someone's after you when someone's not after you, you start making reckless and decisions that don't make sense when you're in your logical state of mind. That's my point. So I don't believe that. I believe something just something regularly wrong happened to her, something regularly bad happened to her, versus something suspect bad happened.
I think it was just suspect just because. Okay, so like, she's, as far as we know, she was a normal person. From what everyone that ever interacted with her said, she was a normal human being, whatever. And then even if she did have a psychotic break just randomly, she started acting weird in the elevator for 5 minutes, and then for some reason decided to take the emergency exit up to the rooftop, which, that's just weird. Like, why would she go up there? And then she apparently climbed in to the water tower without a ladder, and then closed the lid from the inside.
All these people who do all this spray painting shit everywhere you go, you see spray paint up on like the top of the highway signs or on top of tall abandoned buildings. You're like, how the heck do they get there? Why did they? No.
That stuff is easily accessible. There's a ladder on the back of those billboard signs, right? There's a ladder built into the pole.
Yeah, there's a ladder there on top of.
So that's what I mean.
Ladders to get into.
They said with these water tanks, you had to have a ladder to get up. So the tank was already open, so that's how she got in, apparently. But the question is like, because during the autopsy report, it's like that's also the part that's the mystery, is they don't know what happened. They don't know if she was sexually assaulted, or if she just jumped in and just closed the lid and couldn't get back out and just killed herself.
Who knows?
Exactly, and that's why we're here to talk about it. It's the mystery. So I'm not sitting here trying to debate whether this is normal or not. I'm saying the whole mystery behind it.
Not really. I mean, every murder is a mystery. You want to get it. But I don't think a grand mystery. I think something bad, a normal bad person killed this maybe normal girl for unknown reasons. So
that's what I'm trying to get at. So that's what you think. You think someone killed her?
Yes.
Okay.
Or she killed herself.
No, you idiots. God damn it. So now we're back to square one.
I told you. So either she was killed by someone she knows, she was killed by someone she doesn't know, or she killed herself.
Stop.
There's only three possibilities.
No.
What's more likely?
Don't do that. That's literally contributing nothing. That's like saying either she. That's exactly what you said. Either she killed herself or someone killed her. That's not contributing anything to the cast. All right.
It's more likely that she killed. It's more likely that she was killed by someone she doesn't know. I mean, that she knows.
So that's what you're going. That's your.
She was killed by someone she knows.
Okay.
Because most people don't end up dead in hotel rooms.
Okay, so that's what you think. So she was killed by someone that she knows.
By sinister deed.
So now the question is where is the rest of the surveillance? So they were able to get this surveillance of her in the elevator. Where's the surveillance of, like, the front? Or do they have anything on the rooftop?
No, most hotels don't have cameras on the rooftops, but there's usually a camera in the entry.
Yeah, like in the entrance, right?
I'm really interested because they had cameras in the elevator, which is weird. I mean, a lot of the hotels here, they don't have, after the lobby, there's not cameras like anywhere. So
yeah, not that you see. I mean, in the elevators, they're usually hidden though.
I worked at a hotel. There's no, well, I didn't work at fancy. I've never seen a camera. There's only in the entryway and on the side.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, I'm saying they're hidden, so you probably didn't see it.
When you work there, literally the office where all the where like the monitors were all right there.
So you
It was,
you
like,
had,
right next
okay,
to
so
it.
that I didn't know that. You didn't say that. So you had access to the monitors.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is you expect us to know that you had access to the monitors, but you didn't. You should have said that from the beginning. I didn't know what kind of worker you were. I don't know if you had access to that.
Yes, it's a small extended stay hotel.
But that's the thing is, I guess is different. You know, it could be. It's just different from every building. You know, some of them have, because if they have cameras in the elevator, that it would make sense that they would have them elsewhere.
Not from any show that I've watched ever in my entire cop, whatever, Law and Order show ever. It's always standard that the cameras turn off after the lobby. So there's none in the hallways going to your room.
Well, I'm not gonna go after your reference to shows. I'm not gonna.
Well, that's my reference, and me working in one, I've never seen, and me going to hotels, I have never seen cameras after the lobby.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with this one is there was cameras after the lobby, so there had been cameras inside the lobby. So it's just a matter of, I guess, they just didn't release that footage. Because if she was killed by someone that she knew, they probably would have seen that person coming into the entrance. So maybe it was a random person. Because there's no way that they don't have cameras at the front if they have cameras in the elevator.
Yeah, so they would have cameras.
So I imagine, you know, during their investigation, they obviously checked all the footage and they didn't see anyone suspect. So maybe she killed herself.
Oh no.
But no, it's just very. I think it's just very disturbing. Just like watching the video, like how she acts, it's just like.
Yeah, I'm never disturbed.
It's just
you're breaking out really badly.
Oh, how's it now?
Yeah, but now it sounds I don't know what the word is, grainy or something.
Grainy.
Or like
hold on, let me see.
That. I don't know what that means. I don't know the proper term for that. Or like
okay, hold on, let me see. That. On the live cast, it's working. It's got to be just on your end. Why don't you get an actual computer?
I don't think so.
You idiot. You can get an old school computer. Get like an old school looking computer, but then have like all new parts in it.
What I'm concerned about is has still not arrived here, and it's been 12 business days. Ties that I ordered got here 4 business days, and the lady's like, "Well, because of the hurricane." Yeah, the mail never stopped.
Wow. Amazing.
Right? Isn't that their motto? They're like, rain, snow.
So, is there any kind of, I guess, situation or event that you find weird that doesn't make sense to you?
A lot of things don't make sense to me, but the universe is not responsible or is not obligated to make sense to you. A lot of things don't make sense to me, but I'm perfectly happy and can move on with my life when things don't make sense.
Right, but I mean, you understand that the point of this cast isn't to say.
It is. It absolutely is.
No, because then.
So why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me, and then I can tell you what doesn't make sense to you other than this, and I can.
No. Because I mean that's just simple though. I mean your logic is very broad, like just general. Like so that's like saying, if, say for example, if documents were released that George Bush was actually a serial killer and he killed 10 people, right? Let's just say that's, just an example. Let's say documents were released showing that he was a serial killer of 10 people. You could, using your logic flow, you would just say, well, it happens.
I would say it happened. Like, this explains a lot. I mean, he was doing other things. That's why the country went to hell. Like, that's why 2007 was a very bad year. But okay, I now understand, because he was off killing people. I would also be like, who the fuck covered this up? Because the president is not allowed to just roam. There has to be, like, did they gather people to get, like, one person up and they're like, you're gonna die for the country, and they let George Bush strangle him to death?
Yes.
How did he kill them?
You fool! It was a testing ground for the purge. A small testing ground.
The president himself likes the testing.
He just goes around.
I want to feel his life body with my own bare hand.
But no. Yeah, see, the point of this cast isn't to refute information and just say, like, that's life. Either you live or you die. No, that's you can say that about anything. It would be boring. The point is to actually talk about it. Not just say.
You talk about it, and then I will be like, "Oh, that doesn't make sense for this reason, and this."
Okay, so that's what we were doing, but you just kept saying, "It happens."
Yes, people do get murdered. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's an obvious statement, though.
But I don't think. My point is, I don't find. The video was disturbing because we know that she died at the end.
Right.
But I don't find it a grand mystery. I don't have an overwhelming, because I'm not a detective, so I don't find the overwhelming sense to be like, this is strange beyond. There's an officer sitting at a big wooden desk, and he's like, 2013, that was a year that changed me forever.
I'm not saying that, but the circumstances surrounding this are just weird. Like, also, so again, I'm not an expert, so I don't know.
Almost as weird as OJ trying to fit his hand.
What?
It doesn't go in right. What do you? The OJ Simpson trial. If the glove doesn't fit you, what? How do you not understand this reference?
No, I said what because it cut out, and I just all I heard was OJ's hand.
What? Like I said, almost as strange as OJ trying to fit his hand in that glove.
Yeah.
the defense attorney was like, or not the prosecutor. I watched an interview. And he was like, I've watched OJ put on gloves like at a football game, and that's the way he puts on his gloves. I was like, what? The most uncomfortable way I've ever seen anyone try on a glove in their entire life.
So anyhow, getting back to it.
We have to end this in 10 minutes.
What happens in 10 minutes?
I have things to do. I have a meeting now.
Gotcha. Well, anyways, just be prepared for next time. Don't just give general statements that are obvious, like either she died from someone she knew or is a stranger. End of.
What do you want me to elaborate on? You want to give you the stats? Like, no, 39% of unknown people.
So I want to approach this not as a debate like you're trying to make it, but like you're trying to like refute everything that's surrounding this situation,
not
this
logical?
case.
Yes.
What do you mean? What's not logical? I'm telling you, like,
you said
the situation.
You said that if someone's trying to murder you, you wouldn't be pressing buttons one at a time and then ending it in a fury of button pushing actions. And I said, when you go into paranoia, you could originally be pressing buttons one at a time. I get in an elevator and I press all the buttons when the hell I feel. get bored. But you never know how someone's going to react when if they think something bad is about to happen to them, or two, they go into a psychotic episode. So,
well, that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
Yeah, so we don't know. So those were my point. So your point was it's suspect. My point is, yes, it's suspect. However, I don't know how you don't know how you would react if someone's trying to kill you. You don't know when she got it in the. I press all the buttons sometimes when I'm bored, and I have time to blow. So she could have been doing that. Or when you go into a psychotic episode, you do things that don't make sense. So those were my 3 points. So it wasn't a debate. I was just stating that, yes, you're right, it's suspect, but not terribly suspect. Not like if she got butt naked and started dancing and then she ended up dead in the water tank. That would be interesting. That would be she must have been on drugs.
It was close to that, because when they found her, she didn't have her clothes on.
Well, do you swim naked? I mean, why would you swim with your clothes on?
Why would you go into a water tank?
I wouldn't. I don't even like to touch. I don't even. Touch animals. So, like, getting in a water tank would out of the question.
So it's exactly. So then it doesn't make sense why her clothes are. It doesn't matter why her clothes are on or off, but it's just weird that her clothes are off when they found her in the water tank.
That's my point. You use very specific. So weird. I don't find it. So it could be weird if someone murdered her, removed her clothes, and then put her in there naked. That's weird.
Right.
But
and so that's also the thing is, why is there no one, apparently there's no witnesses, no surveillance.
But that happens on a shit ton of murders. Like, I'm always surprised when no one sees anything, and I'm like, really? Because I hear and see shit all the time, and I feel like if someone was being murdered and someone was screaming or someone was running up and down the hallway,
exactly.
I would be like, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
I'm nosy, and most people,
because this is at a hotel during the daytime when this video is happening. So she could have easily, if she was being chased by someone, she could have easily, ran to someone to help.
Well, no, not necessarily in the daytime, because if you're staying in a hotel, you're usually if you're going out and about, how much time do you get up and leave? So I'd say most that if you're gonna murder someone during the daytime at a hotel would be the best time to do it, because I think most people are at the hotel late at night. So and it is pretty empty during the daytime.
Well, it's empty all the time. Well, I mean, because if you think about it, at night, it's not like people are just standing around in the hallways. People are either in their rooms sleeping or they're still out.
But in the middle of the week, they usually have conferences that fill up hotels. So I'm interested to know what businesses were in that hotel, or what the majority of their people were booking were hotel.
So this was January 31st. I don't know. What was that?
January 31st,
2013. Yeah.
Of 2013, January 21st. That was on a Monday.
Yeah, so Monday. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're staying at a hotel on a Monday and you're in downtown, so you're spending quite a bit of money. So those are conferences, and it's January. Oh wait, is that a holiday though? January 20th is a holiday.
Yeah, it's a holiday.
King Day.
Wait, wait, is it?
Or is it the 18th? When is Martin Luther King?
I don't think it's the 31st.
No, it's not the 31st. Martin Luther King.
Yeah, because that's the date of when she disappeared.
Okay. Oh, that's the date. Okay.
So we don't know. I guess it could have been during the weekend. I guess I don't know.
Okay, so if it's during the weekend and some downtown terrible book, I don't know what conferences and stuff are going on, but usually conferences are Thursday, Monday through Friday, and you fly out the day. So
yeah.
I'm assuming if it's on a weekend and it's in the middle of the day, I'm almost positive no one would be there to be able to help you. Because you could bang on as many doors as you'd like, but
a lot of the murders that do happen are either they're usually not in buildings in the middle of the city, because if she is being chased, let's just say if she was being chased by someone, even if there wasn't many people there during the day, whenever this took place, as long as she's like running around screaming for help, I'm sure someone would have heard her. But
that's my other thing. That's why I think she was murdered by someone she knew, even though she was scared and running. If she was in an abusive relationship or something, because when I lived in downtown, like the neighbors would yell all the time, and I would like if I don't think I would have went over there if I heard like her, like if the wife fall to the ground and start screaming. I don't think I would have went over.
It happened to us in back when I was living with Nick. A couple, they were drunk, and a couple of them, I don't know what they were doing. I was actually in my room, but I heard like a loud thump. Like I don't know if they were fighting or what, but the police were called, and the police came to our door, you know, make sure everything was all right. So there's people out there that, you know, normal people that would help.
That would do stuff. Yeah, but I mean, if someone was in their room, they heard. I mean, like I said, I would open someone up, even if they weren't even screaming, they were just running up and down the hall because you can hear that.
Yeah,
I'd be like, what the fuck is going on out there? So I would do it, but I mean, a lot of people I don't think would, and then it just depends on your type of personality. Would you, if you were in trouble, would you bang on doors? I mean, I would.
Well, if I hear someone, if I hear like a random noise, like I'm probably ignore it. But if I hear someone screaming help at the top of their lungs, I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm sure everyone else would too, including you.
Yeah, if someone was screaming help, no.
What?
I'm gonna double lock my door because I don't want to be murdered.
Yeah, okay, you'd be the only one. But
I'd be like, I'm gonna double like someone, you know, there's a murderer.
So yeah, she was murdered by someone that she knew. It's just weird that everyone states they didn't see anyone with her. That's the weird thing.
I'm trying to find. Well, that's what you would just need to know what you would just need to know what else is on the video, the security cameras they got from the outside of the place, because when I worked at a hotel, people would say there was only, you know, one person staying in the room, but they would get a 2-bedroom thing, and then they would go sneak their friends in because it cost extra. So she could have pulled one of those numbers. You know, I don't know. That's why you would need to see. You would need to see the things or what was going on, or someone, or you know, someone could have, you know, maybe because you can't smoke in hotels, so maybe some did a little smoke break and they kept the door accidentally kept the door propped open. So you know, one of the some devious person snuck in. I mean, you would need to check the security cameras for the thing and for the hotel. I mean,
yeah, and that's
I don't know what else is on the camera.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. We don't know. There's no other surveillance that was released. Maybe they looked at it and they didn't find anything, which I imagine is what happened. Because I mean, they have to do their job, right? They have to.
Yeah.
Look.
And then I don't think you can just release, like, because there's a lot of people, so I don't think they could just release and like you just see every person. You know, I don't think they can do that. So without getting like consent from everyone.
And then also is the what's weird is during the video, looking at the timestamp, there's parts of it where it's weirdly obscured, and then also some of it is slowed down. So maybe I don't know if they tampered with the video before releasing it to, I don't know, maybe she got naked and they couldn't show her naked, so they cut that part out. I don't know, but apparently there was some editing to the video when it was released.
Dang, I look good here. Go on, keep talking. I'm listening.
So, but yeah, who knows? There was apparently some tampering with the video for unknown reason, but
for dramatic reasons, I think so.
Dramatic reasons.
Yeah, they want to make it look spicier than what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird because why? I just want to know why they would do that. Like, were they trying to cut something out that the public shouldn't see? Like, maybe she was doing something.
No, I'm sure they just sped up and slowed down things. Is what I don't. Why would they take something out
Like, just not make it a smooth transaction.
Okay, so yeah, here's what it says. So, some parts of the video have been slowed down, and nearly a minute of footage has been removed. So I wonder what it is that they removed.
Who released it? Who released it?
Let's see. Probably the LAPD, I imagine.
They're the most hated cops in the world.
Yeah, the LAPD released the video. So apparently maybe something happened. They couldn't show it because it was like, I don't know.
Now, if it was overall too graphic, they would not edit that scene out. They leave it in. I don't know. I could think maybe someone else got on the. I mean, I would if I was them. Like if someone else tried to help her and she went like crazy or something, and I'd be like, okay, well, we vetted that person. They didn't kill her. They have an alibi. Let's just remove them from the video. So crazy people like James. I could see that happening. But I don't see them like something terribly going. Or maybe she peed on the floor, like just took a squat and just peed on the floor. It's like,
yeah, I mean that they would leave in unless it's like.
What? No, they would not leave her taking a piss in the elevator. What the
I mean, why not? I mean, what are you talking about? Like if she's like naked, like that?
Like she's like she was on drugs. She's like, oh. Pulls her pants down, takes a squat, and just pisses in the elevator. I think they would maybe edit that out. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they'd let that in.
I mean, I don't know. I think they might leave it in compared to like if she was like actually.
You would let people see someone taking a piss in the elevator?
Well, because if you see the quality of the video, it's not like you can see anything anyways. You could barely see it. But. So
I think it would be more likely that someone tried to help her and they cleared that person from in the investigation and they were like, well, we're gonna release it, but we don't want this person, the person didn't sign off on their having their information,
right,
and they didn't want to blur it because they could have blurred it, but maybe they're like,
that could have been it. Who knows?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, no, it's just so many. Because it's not just like a cut and dry situation. There's so many things that could have happened. Like, what if it's this? What if it's that? And that's what I'm saying is what makes it a mystery. It's just too many.
I know what really happened.
What?
Let me give it to you straight.
She died? Is that what you're going to say?
Well, yes. But the reason she died was her damn Domino's pizza wasn't delivered on the same Domino's tracker. So she gave Domino's a piece of her mind, was going to out the entire company. And they had to silence her, see? So they sent a pizza delivery guy, see?
So you do believe it's something deep?
No, I don't think it was something deep. I think it was either by someone.
Oh, yeah.
Some random lunatic she doesn't know.
I also...
Hey, do you have a webcam? I mean, like a
what?
I can attach to the computer, like a
yes.
webcam.
Yes. Why did you say? You said webcam, but then you're like a recording device.
I don't remember what I was gonna say. How much are they? Because I want a really good, like a detailed one where I can see.
Probably like around $100.
$100?
Yeah, that's the one that I got. It's 1280 HD. It's $99.
I was thinking like $20.
No. Well, you could, but it probably wouldn't last but a week or a month. It'd be so shitty.
How much was you said 50?
What?
Oh, you said 100.
Yeah,
you said 100?
Yeah. At least.
Oh my god.
At least when I bought it a couple years ago. It could be less now. Probably actually. Probably like 70.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go to the pawn shop or something.
Oh god.
A university and pick one up.
You've seen those videos, right, where someone goes to the pawn shop but they can't pay, so they have sex with the pawn dude?
Those porn videos? I didn't know anyone watched them. Well, nice to know that you did. Okay.
So that's what you're gonna do, right? You said you don't carry any money with you, so how else are you gonna pay for it?
I absolutely hate carrying anything. Exactly. I don't know why. Like,
technology doesn't like I just want to carry one card,
Mhm.
and this card has like my ID. It could be like my bank card. It can like be my insurance. I can't it just be one card, and it's like like soup, not heavy. It's like clear, and it just loads the information that you need to see.
What I want is a some kind of app, or maybe like I don't know, like a website where whenever you move, you type in your new address to that app, and it updates your address on everything that you use, so you don't have to fucking.
Oh, it reports everything. Yeah, that would be a good one too.
Right? Because like whenever I moved here, I had to update my banking, internet, electricity, my car insurance.
Could we develop something like that? I mean, that would like you would input all your information, and then our system would or we would do all the work and update like everything.
Yeah, it'd be tough to figure out, because then you'd have to allow that thing to have access to updating
your stuff. We give our apps things to update stuff like that all the time, right? I mean, like people do automatic bill pay.
Yeah, it's true. So now all we have to do is take a couple years of coding classes. We'll be good to go.
A couple of years? No, what the heck? We did with 7 years.
Yeah.
Do the work that way. What the heck? A couple of years. We'll take 2 years of.
Well, see, what I was thinking is we each learn different things, then we combine our knowledge, so that way we cut the number of years needed.
That's not how. What? That's not how anything works, right?
That's not how this works.
You learn the first 2 years, and then I'll back 2 years. Like, what the heck?
No, not different years. Same years, but just different parts.
We specialize
of that
in
year.
different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What the heck? Like I didn't learn the first 2 years. What the heck?
What's the basics? But yeah. So let's think of real quick before we end it. What do we want to talk about on the next cast? Do you have like a something interesting?
No. I can't think of anything immediate.
Huh?
I can't think of anything immediate.
I can't hear you.
I can't think of anything immediately. When did I say I was coming over your house?
You said Friday.
Oh,
Yeah, when you come over on Friday, we'll think of some. We'll look at some interesting stuff. And next time, no debating, no refuting, but we're gonna actually talk about like what happened, and then theorize. All right. So thanks for all the viewers tuning in. Thanks for all the viewers. Thank you Arby's and Lay's for sponsoring this.
We talked a lot of shit about Arby's.
Hey, you did. I didn't. Dude, Arby's is good as shit.
What are you talking about?
Arby's is good. What's wrong with you?
The only good thing about Arby's is their mozzarella sticks. Do you get those?
No, I like the mozzarella sticks from Sonic, but not from Arby's. Like,
you're a freaking savage.
You're a savage. Arby's is good as shit, dude. How you not like? It's all it is meats. You're saying you don't like meat? You vegan?
Yes, I don't. Arby's, we have the meat. Dun.
Hell yeah.
Whatever their stupid thing is, I hate them. I wish they were dead.
Yeah, dude, that's good. Arby's is good, man. Like, I don't know how you do. What don't you like about it? What was it? The taste?
Everything. Well, I don't like the diarrhea it gives people afterwards.
How does it give you diarrhea? What's wrong with your stomach?
I don't like anything about that.
What are you talking about?
I don't understand how you like Arby's.
So let me describe to you why I like it. I like it because it's simple. They don't fucking overdo it with fucking onions and pickles and all this shit.
What are you talking about?
Their Arby's roast beef sandwich. All it is roast beef on a sandwich, and it's good as fuck if you eat it with the curly fries together. Oh my god, their curly fries are good. Have you had their curly fries?
Ew, I don't want fries they just drench out of the ocean.
What?
I don't know what potatoes they're growing. They're growing those in bacteria.
What are you talking about?
Stop eating Arby's.
No, never. Arby's
I
is sponsoring this, all right? And I'm gonna keep eating the shit out of fucking Arby's. In fact, I'm gonna go get a fucking.
I'm gonna murder you.
Dude, Arby's is so okay. What do you not like about it? Like the taste is good to me.
No, it's not. Everything about them is awful.
What?
You know what? No. Do you remember? Dylan Carrion?
Oh, the dude who's like, I look fly.
Yes. So he would never call when he was in the house, and he lived by Fabian. He lived probably riding a bike, probably 25 minutes away. He would literally just show up to the house. My sister would come to my bedroom door. She'd be like, "Dylan's here." I'd be like, "Hello." He's like, "You want to go to Arby's?" Like he would ride his bike. Yeah. You know, Arby's was like right up the street. Yeah, he would really ride his bike so he could go freaking Arby's, and I'm like, I'm so sick of Arby's. I used to like their regular fries, so I liked a few things there. They had like this something called this coffee back when I could actually have sugar. They had like this coffee shake or icy or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was good. The regular fries were good, and the alternatives were good. Those are the only things I used to get from Arby's, and their mozzarella sticks.
So it sounds like you got burned out on them.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
But I never ate the meats or anything because they were gross.
Really? I mean, it's just meat. You're saying you don't like any meat because they have all the meats.
I don't like the meats there. That's kangaroo meat that they keep serving me.
Exactly. It's good. It's exotic.
There's not enough roast beast anywhere.
Roast beef, you mean? What are you talking about?
No, the roast beef that they serve.
You fucking weirdo! It's roast beef. What the hell? Yeah. So I guess we said this 10 minutes ago, but we're gonna end the cast now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Let us know what you think in the comments. What do you think about Elisa Lam? Was it, suicide, murder, or what?
Or was she killed by someone she knows? She doesn't know.
Yeah, that too. What happened to the surveillance footage? How come they had never saw anyone with her? What's going on? It's a mystery. And it could have been a ghost. It honestly was probably the poltergeist of that serial killer that was there some time ago. That's probably what happened. I'm telling you.
You remember that Family Guy episode with the poltergeist? Brian's like, that's a poltergeist. He said it so calmly. That's a poltergeist. I'm like, no, it's a movie. Oh, God.
All right. Well, for the 5th time, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week, next Tuesday.